Okay. Right. You're sharing my screen, okay? Yeah. Right. So actually what we have discussed, what is a CRM? Okay. So CRM overview. And so we have discussed the campaign members, right? So what is a campaign and what are the campaign members and leads, right? So and also, so we have discussed this CRM activity, right? So how we can create a campaign, what is a campaign member? So what is a lead? So how we can convert the lead into account, contact, opportunity, case, right? So today, so this session is not related to the Salesforce. Okay. This session is not related to Salesforce concept. So
Hello.
now, so we as a team, okay. So we as a team,
Hello.
so got the project. For example, Swhizz Technologies. Okay, Subbu sir given the project. So who is Subbu now? Subbu is the client for us, right? Swhizz Technologies is the client for us. Under Swhizz Technologies, Subbu is a contact for us. So he's a business owner, right? So this is what we discussed, right? So now Swhizz Technologies came to us. So we are the developers and we, so are the company, for example. So now I set up a company. So I recruited all you people. Okay. Now, why Swhizz Technologies should give the project to me? Okay. So why should Swhizz Technologies give the project to me? Okay. For example, so we have multiple companies in the market, right? So we have multiple companies in the market. So why Swhizz Technologies should give this project only to me? So what are the things we need to consider? Yes, cost. Cost is the first thing. So what else? Any guess? What else?
We will provide the
Experience.
complete software from
So
our
what
side.
else? So for example, TCS is there. So we have a project in the Swhizz Technologies. So we have so MNCs in the market. So we have startups in the market, right? So they came with a quote. So they said that, so I will do this project for 1 lakh. Somebody will come and they will quote for 2 lakhs. Somebody will come and they will say that I will do this for 50,000. So what company will look into? In general, what company will look into? So first thing is cost. Second thing is experience. So next. So experience is nothing but, so we can say another way, it is a trust, right? So if I give this project to this company, so so they will deliver or not. Okay, they will deliver this product or not. Okay, so they will deliver this project or not, right? So there is a second foremost thing they will do. So what else? What else they will do? Think of it.
Less time duration, sir.
Sorry,
Less time duration. We'll complete the project faster.
I'm not able to hear you, Shashank, or someone is speaking. Can you? Aish, right? Yeah.
The time.
Time, yes. So that is a time. So in what time you will deliver the product. So whether you will meet the client expectations or not. Okay. So what else? What else they will think?
And how
So
effectively we are working, right?
maintenance, right? Yes, low maintenance. Okay, very good. So what else?
User friendly and
Yes, user friendly. There is a customer relationship. That's what we discussed, right? CRM, customer relationship. So how good this company, so with me, right? So what else? See, these many factors company will look into. Simply, they won't give the project. For example, I Chandra so has built a company called some T Hub. This is a company of mine. So I recruited you guys, like 12 people are here. So I recruited you people. So to give the salaries to you guys, right? So I need to get the project, right? So without project, how should I give the pay the salaries? Simple, right? So for that, what I will do? So I will try to get the projects from the company. Okay, fine. So now these many factors, a company like a business will look into, right? Now, so what else? So so whether these guys are providing security or not. That is the main thing for the see for any application. So you are going to log into Gmail, right? So you are giving your phone number, whatever it is. So, but why your people are logging into that application? Because you will say that okay, this my data is not okay. So storing anywhere in the cloud. That is the only thing. So we are believing. The same way, when our company gives the project, right? So they will look into whether they are doing in the secure way or not. Okay, whether they are so giving the data to anyone. They're selling my data or not. That is one of the factor, right? So along with all these things, cost effective, timelines, trust, securities, right? So all this comes into picture. Now, at the same time, so what else? So we have to do something to the client. Yeah, something to the client in the sense, see, in companies in general, so daily we are going to office and we'll do our work. But when client comes, right? So what they will do? They will do our action. Simple, you can say, right? What they will do? Okay, they will ask everyone to come in business formals. Unnecessary. Even we didn't even meet the client, but they will do some our action kind of. Be in formals, be on time, right? All this stuff they will do. Why? To show off to the client, to impress, or whatever it is, to impress or to show off to the client, right? And also they will tell unnecessary things also. Like, sir, we are following this process. So, yeah, we are following the process. Everyone will follow the same process only. TCS also follow the same process. We have my company also will follow the same process. Okay. But we have to show off. We have to express, okay, the things. So one of the process is agile method. Right? We got it. So one of the process is a agile process. So everyone is saying, so we are following agile process. We are following SDLC. So these blah 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 blah. They will take. So if client knows everything, they will easily find out. Okay, this guy is saying some nonsense, right? If they don't know anything, they will get the project. Okay, easily, right? But nowadays, clients are too intelligent. Okay, whatever you say, they can understand the things. Okay, now, so Swhizz Technologies came to me. So I will do my promotion. Okay, one of the promotion stuff is nothing but this process. Okay, so SDLC process, and we have a agile methodology. Okay, so if the client have enough knowledge, right, they will ask few questions to us before taking the project, like what model you are following. Yeah, so what, like how you are securing my data, right? So how you are implementing the application. Okay, please give the clear brief about that. So what is the life cycle you are following? These type of questions some clients will ask. Okay, this is not related to the Salesforce, but it is part of Salesforce project. This is related to project. Okay, now, so what is SDLC? Can anybody guess?
Software development license.
Yes, software development life cycle, right? So, so don't get into this deep. Okay, what is SLDC? Software. What is software? What is development? What is life cycle? Okay. So on a high level, I will say that software development life cycle means we are following the process for any project in the company. For a See, every company will follow the same process. Okay, every company. Not only T-Hub, TCS, Tech Mahindra, Cognizant, Capgemini, everyone will follow the same thing. So this is a normal process when we have to deliver the process, right? So what are the steps we have in this? So let me go to this presentation. Okay. So these are all topics we have discussed. So what is SDLC? So we know that SDLC is nothing but software development lifecycle. So every process will be having some steps, right? So first step for the software development lifecycle is planning and analysis. So what does it mean? Planning and analysis. What exactly is planning?
How much time it will be?
Okay. Okay. Good.
For the planning.
Yes, project planning. So planning and analysis means, so for example, so we are planning for a tour. Okay. So we are planning for a tour. So what we will do? First and foremost thing is planning. We need to do some plan like tickets or what are the places we have to visit, right? So that is nothing but a planning. Okay. So for project also, so if a Swhizz Technologies came to me, okay, for T-Hub to give the project. So I need to explain them. So if you give me the project, I will do so these things. So I will do first planning. After that, so what is the project about? So I need to analyze the project, right? So before doing the work, okay, I will do the analysis and I will do the planning. So who will do the planning here? We are the developers. Okay. So you people are the developers, right? So who will do the planning? There will be a business analyst. Business analyst will be there in GitHub also. So I will recruit that guy also to plan to plan the project, right? So planning and analysis is nothing but we have to plan. So next process is, so we need to get the requirement gathering. I think in BTech, so all these topics you might have heard it, right? So requirement gathering, what is requirement gathering? Okay, so technologists came and they liked our company, so they gave the process. First and foremost thing, what business analyst will ask, what is the requirement? So what is the requirement you have? So for Swhizz Technologies, what is the requirement we discussed? So they need a UI. They need a UI to store the trainees data. So you have that guy, right? In the reception. So what he will do? So he will get the data of you guys in the form. So what Swhizz Technologies told me, so I need an application, a software by using Salesforce, right? So I need an interface where I need to store the data. So that is my requirement. So those things I need to gather it. So in the last class we discussed it, right? So what we discussed in the last class? Yeah. In the last class, what we discussed?
Yeah.
So before a company comes to me, so we need to suggest to them. So which technology you need to go, which technology you need to choose. All this stuff we already discussed with the Swhizz Technologies. And we suggested them to take the professional edition also. Right? So we already told him to take the professional edition because so you have only 10 to 15 users in use. Right? Now, so along with that, we need to get the requirements. So what is the requirement gathering? So after that, so who will be there? You are the developers only. I need to recruit one more guy called architect. Okay, what is architect will do? He will design it. So because he already have some 10 years of experience, right? So he know. So how to design it. So for example, I need to create a lead. I need to convert the lead to account. For example, in next class we discussed. So he will tell us like what to do. So where I need to place the lead. All these stuffs will be designed by the architect. Okay, Salesforce architect. Okay. So design is nothing but we have to design the things. So I need the UI like this. I need to UI like this. So I need to use these workflows, or process builders, or triggers, custom logic. All these things are easy. Okay. So now this is the place where development will comes into picture. This is the place where we as a team will develop the things. Okay. Now, so we develop. So directly we can't deliver the project to Swhizz Technologies, right? What we need to do? We need to do the testing. So we already discussed, right? So in the last class. So we need to do the testing from T-Hub side. And also we need to do a testing from the UIT point of view also, the business point of view also. So after that, we need to deploy it. So deploy in the sense, what is deployment? So we already discussed, we have so instances, right? Production, UAT, QA, developer. So we need to write our code in the developer sandbox. From developer sandbox, we need to move the code to QA sandbox. Why? QA people will test there. After that, we need to move the code to UAT. So UAT is nothing but where business people will test. After that, we need to move the code to the production. Production is the actual environment where this end users will be used. Who is the end user here? Who is the end user? Yeah. So end user is nothing but the guy who sits there, who will use our application, right? By entering data. So he will use our application. He's the end user, simple. Okay. Now, so after that, we need to maintain it. If something is not working, right? We need to maintain it. These are simple things. All these steps are known steps. Okay. But so what I need to tell the client? So these are the steps we are following. So we need to promote the things. Okay. So now here we have a business analyst, see requirement gathering, business analyst and architect combinedly they will do. Okay. So application architect, so developers, QA team, so deployment team, support and maintenance. Okay. These are the teams I need to maintain. Okay. Sometimes, so my company is very small company. So what I will do, I will keep, so this business analyst and architect as a one guy. He need to do requirement gathering and application design. Okay. I don't want deployment. So developers has to deploy. Okay. So we need to learn how to deploy the things also. Salesforce. Okay. So we have some tools. Okay. Now, so what are the models we have? So what are the models we have? Right. So in BTech or somewhere, so you might heard waterfall model. Right. What is waterfall model? Can anybody guess what is waterfall model? So whatever we discussed, I mean, till now, all these steps, right? All these steps will be included in the waterfall model. I mean, not only waterfall model. Okay, for any model, right? We need to have all these steps. Okay, planning, analysis, requirement gathering, application design, so development, testing, deployment, maintenance. Right. So now we have these many models. Okay. We have these many models, waterfall model, RAD model, spiral model, V model. Okay. So in past, people, all companies, so used to follow this waterfall model. Okay. So waterfall model. So what is this waterfall model means? So we have all these steps, right? All these steps like the planning and analysis, requirement gathering, application design, right? So all these three steps. So we will start first. So Swhizz Technologies came to me and they have given the functional document to me. So like this is my requirement, sir. So what our business analyst will do? So he will gather the requirements and he will plan and he will design the application, like in what way we can do it. Now, so simply we will develop and we will test the things. So we will deploy the things. Now, Swhizz Technologies guy didn't So like our interface. Interface means user interface, the UI. Now what he will do? So he will again talk to the business analyst. So this requirement is not good, sir. So the screen is not good. So I need to change the screen. Again, what business analyst will do? He will start from the planning stage, right? He will start from the planning stage. Again, he will gather the requirements, sir, in what way you want, right? Again, he will design it. Architect will design it. Again, he will tell to developers to do the changes. Again, testing will, will test the things. So what deployment will team do? So deployment team will deploy the things to the production, right? So we deployed it. Again, this Swhizz Technologies guys didn't like the interface. So they want some other change. Again, it will start from planning analysis, right? So for single step, right? For single step, it will take us for 2 to 3 months. Okay. So why? Because we need to plan. So we need to requirement. We need to gather the requirement. We need to do the application. So we need to develop, right? Every step, like, so this process will take minimum of 3 months. So in this waterfall model, what is the problem here we have? So what's the problem we have? So we have to wait for 2 to 3 months for single change. Okay, unless you deliver the project, I don't know what is the project, like how it looks like. Okay, so that's what the waterfall model failed. Okay, but there is no other model. Okay, so they followed only with the waterfall model. Now, what is the model they are using it? So these models are, you can ignore it. Okay, main waterfall model, and nowadays everyone using the agile model. Okay, what is agile model? So how is different from the waterfall model? Okay, we'll see. Okay, so for example, in waterfall model, what is the timeline we have? So 3 months to deliver the basic product, right? So after that, again, they come up with some suggestions or some more requirements. So we will do? Again, we will start the process from starting onwards. Again, it will take some 3, 4, 4 months. Now, this agile process will follow the sprint. Okay. So these terms you need to remember. So what is sprint? Sprint is nothing but, so instead of waiting for 3 months, what these companies are doing? So for every 2 weeks, we will have a release. So release is nothing but, so whatever we develop, we need to deliver. Okay. So what these guys will do? We will make it as a sprints wise. So instead of waiting for the months, so we will have a sprint for every 2 weeks, right? Every 2 weeks in the sense, how many days? 10 days. Because working hours is 5 days only, right? So 10 days. So for every 10 days, we will be having a release. Okay. So what this release will do? So he will give some requirement. So this entire requirement we will make into pieces. Okay, we will make into pieces. And the first piece, so the same thing. Okay. So the same review. So deploy, design, requirement gathering. So design, deploy, test. So review. So for the so we divided a requirement into 10 parts. The first part we will do the development and we will deliver to the client in 10 days. So he will look into it and he will get back to us like, sir, I want this change, I want that change, right? Again, the same thing we will use in the next sprint. So immediately in 10 days, we will deliver one more release. Okay, that is called a sprint 2. In sprint 2 also same process, requirement gathering, okay, design, development, testing, so and deploy. Okay, the same process will follow in the sprint 2. Again, if after deliver the sprint 2, if client wants some new changes, again we can use the changes to be in sprint 3. Means, so in 3 months, how many sprints we are planning? Around 5 to 6 sprints we are planning it. So it will be easy for the business also to understand, to change, to view our product directly. Okay, that's where the agile methodology. So companies are following it. Okay. So any doubts in this? So all in people. So, so this is a terminology in the agile process. Okay. So just, so after you go into this company, okay, any company, so all the people will talk these terms. Okay, sprint planning. So we're not sure what is the sprint planning. Okay, we know Salesforce, but so what is this sprint planning? Okay, so sprint planning will be having a business analyst. So what he will do, he will gather the requirement. So who is the client here? Client is Swhizz Technologies, right? So what the client will do? He will prioritize the stories. What is meant by story? Story is nothing but the requirement. Okay, we divide it into small pieces, right? That piece is nothing but story. Okay, simply story is nothing but a small piece of the requirement. Okay, so he will prioritize. So the big project I divided into 10 parts. So out of these 10 parts, so Swhizz Technologies, okay, client will say, okay, what client will say? I need to prioritize the 8th item, or I need to prioritize the 6th item in this first sprint. Okay, so client will prioritize the items. So accordingly, we need to develop only those 2 items only. Okay, 6th and 8th points only we need to develop. All the remaining stuff we need to move to next sprint. Okay, because client is not having requirement on those. Okay, so what developers and testers will do? So developers and testers will give the timelines. Okay, in 10 days we have, right? So in 10 days, so the requirement 6. So how much time it will take? Okay, so developers and testers will give the timelines. Okay, and also the challenges. So while developing the things, so we may get some challenges, right? All the challenges, so challenges will be taken care by the developers and testers. Okay, so what the Scrum Master will do? So who is the Scrum Master? So we have client, okay, we have a client, Swhizz Technologies, and we have business analyst in T-Hub, okay, in my company, and we have architect in my company, and we have developers in my company. So who is the Scrum Master? Scrum Master will be from the Swhizz Technologies only, right? What he will do? He will monitor the works. So these guys have, see, this Swhizz Technologies simply they won't give the project, right? So they need to monitor also. They will maintain one Scrum Master. So what is the progress of the work? Everything so he will monitor it. Okay. So he will keep on set up some meetings. Okay, weekly twice or weekly thrice in order to monitor the progress of the project. So he's the Scrum Master. So all these terms. So whenever you go to any company, right? So they will discuss all these things. Okay. So yeah, sprint means, so you understand, right? What is sprint? Okay, what are the time frames? Okay, right. So last call will be the retrospective call. So what is this retrospective call? Is nothing but it is a sprint call where everyone will be involved. Like Scrum Master will be involved, client will be involved, business analyst will be involved, architect will be involved, developers will be involved, testers will be involved, to discuss about the deployment of. So everything went well or no. Okay. So these are just like a project related stuff. Okay. So any backlog issues are there. So any issues with the application. So what is the planning for the next sprint? So everything will be taken care in this retrospective call. Okay. Yeah. So if you see this life cycle, okay. So whatever we discussed, so I just presented in this diagram. Okay. So if you see this, so roadmaps, so everything initial modeling, planning in, okay. So what are the work items we have? So what are the priority items we have? Okay. So here we have an iteration. So what are the tasks we need to do? So on a daily basis, so client like a Scrum Master will be monitoring our work. Okay, what are the solutions we are designing it, right? All this, so this is a complete life cycle of the project. Okay, so just go through this slide so you can understand. Okay, Now, so we discussed what we have discussed. Okay, the project, like how we need to do the project, how the project will be going on in the company, right? Right. So any doubts till now? All right. Oh, okay. Somebody messaged here. Time. Okay. So today, so what we discussed, so how we need to do the project, right? How we need to do the project when some client give the project to us. So this is what the model we need to propose to the client. Okay, right. So that's what today I need to explain you guys. Okay. So now we will just revise the things what we have. Okay. So no doubts, right, in the agile methodology or so waterfall model or any doubts. So please ping me. Okay. Please ping in the room chat or just ask me. Okay. So just I want to revise the last 5 sessions, guys. Okay. So because from tomorrow onwards, so we are going to start the Salesforce. Like what developers will do in Salesforce. Okay. So till now we didn't do anything, right? So as a developer point of view, we didn't do anything because we got the instance from the Salesforce professional instance. So what so we have done for past 2 days. So we are creating the records, right? We are creating the records. So who will create the records? End users, right? Good. So end users will create the records. So as a developer point of view, we didn't do anything, right? So from tomorrow onwards, so we are going to learn what a developer needs to do. Okay. So that's where we need to learn the Salesforce concepts. So what are the Salesforce concepts we discussed? It's an admin, development. In development, we have multiple things. Lightning, LWC Aura we have, LWC we have, Apex triggers we have, visual forces we have, right? All these stuff comes under the development we discussed, and also how to integrate with the external systems, right? These are the topics what a developer needs to do. Okay. So before going to that core concepts, yes, we need to revise. Okay. So we'll revise the things what we have discussed. Okay. So we need to make sure everything we understood. Okay. So let me go back to the and also we have new people, so just listen, okay, what we discussed, okay? What discussed so far, okay? So what we discussed, what is cloud computing, right? Can anybody tell what is cloud computing? Okay, 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 good. So what else? Okay, why we need cloud computing?
Storing and processing on internet. Okay.
Okay, what is the use of cloud computing?
We can access anywhere.
Okay, we are storing the data in the cloud, that's fine. So what is the use of cloud computing? There should be a use, right? In order to use it.
We can access from
Exactly, we can access from good, very good. Okay. So what is Salesforce?
yeah.
What is Salesforce? You forgot, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, CRM tool. Okay, before that, what is Salesforce?
Service.
I know you
No.
people will forget because so going forward, so we may have multiple concepts. Okay, so that's why I need to revise everything. What is Salesforce? Company. Should start from there. Salesforce is a company, first of all, right? Like Swhizz Technologies or T Hub. It's a company. So what Salesforce will do? It's a CRM tool. So it will give the products. Okay. Right. Okay, why we need to use Salesforce? Why we need to suggest someone to take the Salesforce? So Swhizz Technologies came to me, T-Hub, and he asked me, I need some application. Okay. So I have multiple things in my mind. As a company, I can say you can use ServiceNow, you can use Azure, something. Okay, why I will suggest Salesforce? Cost. Cost. What else? It's a CRM tool.
Security.
Yes. So what else? So it is a cloud computing, cost effective.
Upgrades.
Updates, very good. Very good updates we give. What else?
Secured.
Security wise, it will be good. Right? So maintenance will be easy. Support will be easy. Salesforce support is very good. Right? Right. Now, what are the services we have? The cloud computing. We discussed. IaaS. What is IaaS?
Infrastructure as
Right. So what is PaaS?
platform.
Right. What is SaaS? Right. And also we have discussed when to use this IaaS, PaaS and SaaS. So for developer point of view, so we just need to understand what is IaaS, what is PaaS, what is SaaS. But as a business analyst, they need to understand in detail about this. Because as a developer, no one will come and ask us, okay, which platform service we need to use, because that will be taken care by business analyst. Okay. We are the developers who will develop the product. I mean, who will develop the application. Simple. Okay. Right. So all these things we have discussed with an example, right? So what is a CRM? Manage, right? So why it is so need for any business to maintain it? So why CRM need for any business to get to run? Why CRM? Exactly. We develop the business.
Relationship with the customer and
Yes, exactly. Right.
that's the one. And
So, yes. So, in what way you interact with the customer, he will be happy and he will give us the more business in order to increase our sales or what that, okay, whatever it is. Right. So, that's where the CRM. What are the products we have in the Salesforce? These are the products, sales, right? We discussed. I think I already asked you guys to go through these slides. Okay. Sales, service, marketing, commerce, apps, analytics, right, badges, right? Right. And also these are certifications. I think you can understand. And so the user stories and sprints. So today, so in today's class, so we discuss what is sprint and who is the scrum master, all this stuff and all related to the project, sprint release, everything. Okay. There are certifications we need to take. Right. So what is Salesforce framework? Anybody? What is Salesforce framework? So this is a slide. By seeing this slide, you can understand, right? Salesforce framework is, so till now, so whatever the records we created, that is a Salesforce framework. So who will use this framework? End users, right? So who is end user? Again, is the employee who working in the client type. Simple. Swhizz Technologies in our example. And also we have two different UIs, right, in framework. That is a classic and lightning. We have discussed in detail, right? What is classic and what is lightning, right? What is the force.com platform? Yes, as a developers, we need to use the force.com platform to develop the things. So force.com platform will be deal with metadata. Okay. So what is data? So data is nothing but whatever the end users are storing into the Salesforce. That is nothing but a data. What is metadata? From tomorrow onwards, we are going, whatever we are creating from tomorrow onwards, That is known as metadata. Okay. So don't confuse between the data and metadata. Okay. So what else we discussed? I will ask you few questions, okay, just to revise the sessions. So what are the additions we have in Salesforce? If somebody asked you, okay, so you told to your friends like, so I have started taking the classes in Salesforce. Okay, somebody asked you, what are the additions we have? Come on, tell me, what are the additions we have in Salesforce? Forgot, huh? We have unlimited edition, we have enterprise edition, we have professional edition, we have developer editions, right? I asked you guys to go through these editions. So because we have to learn Salesforce in such a way that you will be ready for the interview. Okay, if somebody asks today, so you have to understand each and everything. Okay. So whatever we discussed till today, you have to be in your mind, like everything. Okay, so every day you need to go all these topics. So we have essential edition, we have professional edition, we have enterprise edition, we have unlimited edition, we have developer edition. Okay, we have some other editions also, but those are no longer sold to the business people. Okay, I will show you one more thing in detail, which may help you. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you people have to prepare some document kind of thing for yourselves only. Okay. So I don't want any document. Okay. So you need to maintain this kind of document. Okay. Prepare some PDF or Word document so that if somebody asks, okay, to you, so immediately you can open this, okay, document and you can go through all the editions we have instead of Googling. Okay. So it will be very so useful for you guys. Okay, it's the best practice. So whatever the concept I'm telling, right? So you have to maintain a note of it like this. So what are the editions we have? So we have a paid edition. All these are the paid editions along with the price also. Okay, so every edition will be having one price, and also they are having some limitations also. Okay, file storage, data storage. So we already discussed all this stuff. See, if you see the professional edition, so for Swhizz Technologies, what we have done, we have taken this professional edition, right? So in this, the price, if you see this is $75 per month per user. If you go to enterprise edition, the price will be $150. If you go to unlimited edition, the price will be $300, okay, per user. Okay, if you take 10 licenses, so how much cost for professional edition? It will be $750 per month itself, right? If you take for unlimited edition, it will be around $3,000, right? So based on our business, okay, our application, our end users, we need to
Hello.
decide all the editions. Okay, interviewer guy will ask you what are the editions we have in sales. Then you should be ready with the answer. Okay. And free edition. What is a free edition? We have two editions. One is 30-day trial account you have. Okay. So this is no need for us because we are already into the Salesforce. So we already decided to learn the Salesforce, right? So we can create the developer edition, which we discussed in the last class, right? So I hope everyone created their own developer editions, I guess, right? If not, please go to this link in whatever I shared and create your own developer edition. It is for free. Okay. So for this, if you see the limitation, it is very less. So storage is 5 MB only. So this is just to learn things, right? So that's why he has given only 5 MB. Okay. So if you see the data storage for paid versions, he has given 10 GB, 10 GB, 10 GB like that. Okay. Based on our requirement, you can choose the edition. Okay. So what is the sandbox? So before going to this Salesforce, we have to
Hello.
aware of all this terminology. Who is end user? So who is using our application? So what are the edition? So what is meant by edition? What is a sandbox? I told you, right? Sandbox is nothing but whenever you bought any edition from the Salesforce, it will give you one instance. Instance is nothing but a sandbox. These terms people will use probably. So while you are developing any project, right? So we have different types of sandboxes. So what are the different types of sandboxes we have? It's a developer sandbox where we will develop the things. Developer Pro, it is mostly will be used for the QA team. So what is the difference between developer and developer Pro? So this is a difference. So we don't have any data in the developer sandbox, but we have few storage space will be there in developer. Partial copy is nothing but so UAT people will use. So who is UAT? Business side we have the so people who are going to test our application, right? Right. And also you need to prepare the document like this, and you need to prepare the interview questions also on your own. Okay, concept wise, you need to prepare your interview questions. Okay, so that it will be very, very easy for you to understand it. For example, see for myself, I have designed all the documents. Okay, if tomorrow, so there is an interview for me. Yeah, so we have many topics in Salesforce, right? So it's very difficult for me to revise all the documents at once. So if you have a pictorial representation like this, it will be very easy to understand for you guys. Okay, just open this. And what are the interview questions on this? Just go to, okay. So in this way, you people have to learn the Salesforce. Okay. So sandboxes, I already revised it. Right? Right. So what else we discussed? We discussed the CRM activity in yesterday's call. Right? CRM activity. What is CRM activity? So simply, so we can say whenever we sell our product, we need to do campaign first of all. So the guys who are interested in the campaign, those are the leads, right? So we will store that information into the lead object. Simple. So he's the member of the campaign. Once the lead, we saved the lead, right? So what we will do? If he is interested, so we will mark him as a lead. Okay. If we take our product, for example, then that lead will be converted into account. And also that will be a contact. Right? So myself, so my company is IT. So my company is P Hub, right? So that's what I decided. I recruited you people. So you're the developers in my company. So now Swhizz Technologies is interested to give the project to P Hub. Then Swhizz Technologies is the client for us, and he is a lead for me. Right? Because Swhizz Technologies is interested to give the project. Now what I will do? I will create a lead with Swhizz Technologies name. Right? Now he gave the project to me. Now what I will do? I will convert into account. Simple. Then account is nothing but a customer, right? That's what we discussed. So customer. So who is the customer now? Swhizz Technologies is the customer, right? Now who is the contact? Account is the Swhizz Technologies. So who is the contact? Contact is the guy who we need to contact. This point of contact, simple. Some Subbu or someone, right? From Swhizz Technologies. He is the client. Swhizz is the entity. He is not a contact. Contact itself is the one who we need to contact. Swhizz Technology is the entity customer, right? So now contact is we need to prepare some contact like Asubu or Ram, right? In that way we did. What is the opportunity here? So whatever the transactions we are doing with the Swhizz Technologies, those are nothing but an opportunity, right? Now they have raised a case, Swhizz Technologies from client side. So that is nothing but a case. So whatever the solution we are giving it, that is the solution. It is a complete CRM activity. Okay. And also we discussed the sales cloud, service cloud, marketing cloud, right? So this marketing cloud, Yeah. So this marketing cloud, what we have done? So campaigns. I can pay for. Yeah. So this is what we have done. Okay. So here, what is marketing cloud? This is the marketing cloud. Right? That's what we discussed yesterday. Campaign, lead, and campaign member are the marketing cloud. So what is the sales cloud here? Sales. Okay. Lead, account, opportunity, contact. These are the sales cloud, we can say. So what is the service cloud here? Case, solution, opportunity, account, and also we will get contact also sometimes. Okay, because contact only, right, will raise the case. Sometimes company from a third person also will raise the case, who is not a contact. That's why we are not included in the service to contact. But most of the cases, contact also comes into picture. Okay, so this is what we discussed, right? So somebody asked what is service cloud. I mean, till now we didn't go into the deep of the service cloud, but on a high level, before going to the deep things, so we need to understand what is sales cloud, what is marketing cloud, what is service cloud. Okay. So what else we discussed yesterday? So we created a lead and we converted the lead into the account, right? So in today's class, we discussed about the project, okay, process, like also what is the models, what we have, okay, right. So just go through these documents, okay. So I mean, whatever we discussed till today from past 5 days, okay, just to go through all the topics, okay, and come up with the doubts, okay. So if you have doubts, then only it will be more interactive and also you will get more knowledge on it, okay. Oh, okay, oh, yes, fine. Okay. So this is for today's session, guys. So if anyone has any doubts or anything, okay, please ping here. Okay. Just will wait for 5 more minutes. If anybody have any doubts, just. Shashank, are you good with your developer out, right?
Yes, sir. I have completed. Sir, will you please share the screen before one?
Okay. So but if anybody have any doubts, okay, please contact. Okay. So Saurabh will connect tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, but tomorrow onwards, we are going to start the developers work, which is very important. Okay. Okay. So thanks everyone for joining today's session. Yeah, have a great day.